So here we are, 6th of March, Massey 3125. We've stripped another little bit off her. Taking the radiator down. It's pretty well blocked up. Not very evident when it's on the tractor, but if you get a proper look in there, it's proper choked. A few things like that, just clean up. Bit of flaky paint here and there. Usual typical tractory stuff. It's often bits and pieces, but that'll clean up well. We get to take all the dirt and crap out of here. Front of the engine. Just a little bit of crap in there. That'll all clean off. Visco fan is pretty good. Yeah, so I have it all soaking in WD-40, and all this dirt, it just softens it up. So when I get degreaser on that now, it'll all come out pretty good. I might not even paint it. I'm telling you with the idea, I might just leave a little bit of original somewhere. There's no harm. You know, it's only a bit of muck. Alternator off, took off the whirring loom, and it's in the way. The whirring loom's just hanging here. There's not much to it really, but I'm going to clean up all these connectors, get them on a nice bright finish. They're all a little bit crap, to be honest, you know. All working, just not in great nick. I'm sure it's going to let me down. Might do a battery conversion to underneath the right hand step. But the next part I have to do now is I'm doing the handbrake. So this cover has to come off. All these pipes, solenoids, that's your hydraulic filter, that's going to get replaced, and I've just decided I'm going to put brand new oil in the tractor because there's just too much metal in it, and I don't think it's ever going to settle. It's real fine stuff, and it's copper, some of it, but a bit of a shame, but 65 litre or something like that. This cover has to come off because when I'm putting back in the speed shift, this is your forward reverse shuffle thing, and it's going to, it's after coming out of the socket, it is going to be a bit of a nuisance to try and get that engaged back on the reverse selector, which is this guy here. So might even take off that hitch and drop this plate here because I can wash out the back end then a little bit better. And I'm going to drain all the hoses and fluids so that there's no metal left in the system. And the throttle was a little bit sticky, and I've oiled it with WD-40 and it's plenty free there now. That's the hand throttle that pulls that. The foot says on its own, then goes over to the far side and pulls the cable. You can see it dangling there because it's not attached to anything, which is in very good nick underneath here in the cab. It's just when you get out a little bit further out, this is all going to need a bit of love. That connection is not too bad, but there's other ones here I can pull off one hand. They just look, I don't know, a little bit green. I don't like it because these all have to get replaced as well. That's for your speed shift. And if you look inside these, some of them are okay. That's not too bad. Some of them are really messy. There's these ones. I might end up just lifting this cab altogether for absolute handiness. We're aging, I haven't got a lot more clearance in the roof, but it is what it is. If I had another few things disconnected with that cab, which is going to come off that cover anyway, I'm not far off, just lift the cab. That's your steering filters in there. I'll have to open that all up, flush that through. The little thing with this tractor is, you can hardly see it, but there's a crack here on the mount, and it also runs through here. It's a hairline crack, so the two mounts will have to come off and get done, because the other side is an identical twin to that. You can see the crack here, runs all the way up along, through the stud, and through the stud here and back to here. So I'll take these off, trench them out, weld them out, be good. A little bit of paint. Yeah, wheel off the tractor. Makes things a lot easier. I've started playing with the door. See how bad it is. It'll be coming off. That sheet is pretty easy to change, because if you look underneath the rubber, that sheet is attached to another sheet at the back, this piece. So I'll grind off all the spot welds, and I can replace that whole section from all up there. There's a go up there, because this piece here has to be done as well. So the glass will be coming out of the doors, and I'll work away at that. Mud guards, not repairable, they're just too bad. Until you look in here and see how bad they are. So I'm going to replace them. That's another bit of a project. But now that I have the wheel off, not too big a job, I can get straight in here now. And this is why that cover here is, this wheel has to come off. I've already removed the drive shaft between this and this side here, that little drive shaft.